Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Unpopular Review. This is the Entertainment UPRE, and we're talking about the Disney movie, continuing our Disney Renaissance franchise section, going into Aladdin from the year 1993, I believe. Childhood memories galore. Typically, our good friend here, James of many names, will be here to tell you some synopsis and does something funny and witty. Say, let's start the show, introduce everybody. But he is on vacation tonight. So now you get myself and Prince Ali. C Superior won't be here either, as well as E Boogie, who's also on vacation. Everybody's on vacation, so you get the double header. The original two, the executive consultant and Prince Ali. Victor Rodriguez, what's going on with you tonight?
Oh, fantastic. This movie was great, man. It brought back so many memories, you know what I mean? And like, God, I miss Robin Williams. I really do.
This is so funny. I feel like I'm hosting this like a wrestling edition show because I'm not used to hosting this the movie edition. I'm used to James doing it. It's so odd and weird and awkward.
It feels that way, especially since you have an MLW shirt and I have an Eddie Guerrero shirt on. So.
I didn't know what other shirt to put on, so I was like, let's just throw on something. I got the MLW shirt. Major League Wrestling. Speaking of wrestling, you can follow our other YouTube channel, Unpopular Review. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram because right now, hey, this show is now YouTube exclusive, UPRE. So let's go ahead and get into it. Vic, we'll start with you with your thoughts and your reactions and your opinions when it comes to this movie, Aladdin.
Okay, well, honestly, I'm glad that I watched this again as an adult because this movie definitely aged well. However, I do have a certain level of perspective. When I started watching it and listening to like some of the songs that have been forgotten, like I literally got goosebumps because I started thinking about that time and about when this came out, when it was on VHS and when it was in the theaters and how big it was. And mind you, like after seeing this, after seeing the play on Broadway, and after seeing the Will Smith version, nothing beats this. Seriously, nothing beats this. Like, and I really think what it is above all else is Robin Williams. Because here's the thing, like this thing got so big that they made two other movies that really weren't that bad. Like, honestly, because my favorite song is You're Only Second Rate by Jafar in the second movie. Right. But it was just, I don't know, man. This thing is like a work of art. This thing is just classic. Like, and the fact that they even drew the genie just like Robin Williams, that I always thought that was amazing. The music, everything that he did was just incredible. And then the other thing, I love Jafar as a bad guy. I love Jafar and I love Iago. Iago is one of my favorite characters. Like, oh man, Gilbert Gottfried, mwah. It's just perfect casting for this thing. I mean, I thought it was incredible. And just watching it back as an adult, it felt great. It really did. And mind you, I was sitting there watching it on my phone, and some of the songs, like, I knew, and I was just like repeating, and I was shocked that I knew it word for word. But lastly, and even seeing Raja was cool. Like, imagine having a pet tiger that's just like running around and all of that and acting up like, and the Sultan. I love the Sultan in this movie. And here's the thing: when the Will Smith movie came out, I was mad that the Sultan was that tall because I love how the Sultan is so short and pudgy and like full of life. But at the same time, like, how the new Aladdin movie pretty much flipped the script and became very pro-girl. I think that the original was still very pro-girl because it was pretty much a situation where Jasmine, was not a prize to be won. And I feel like that was one of the main themes of the whole thing. And lastly, I feel that the most important part of the movie, which one thing that I really appreciated, was when the genie turned himself into Jack Nicholson. And he says something like, well, listen here, Sparky, this is what you gotta do. You gotta be a straight shooter. Do you got it? I loved that because he was just trying to tell her, like, listen, be honest, be yourself, tell her the truth. And the whole time he's like, no, I can't do that. I can't because I'm insecure and blah, 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 blah. And I just feel like that whole scenario was great. Great. Because, in situations like that, yeah, honesty is the best policy. Who knows if he just would have just came out as Aladdin and that's it. And mind you, she even figured it out. She was just like, so what does Abu have to say? And he's all talking about Abu, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah. But then the way that he flipped it was kind of gangster. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of smooth. The way that he flipped it, he started talking about royalty walking around in the streets, disguised as whatever. But right then and there, he should have been honest with it because he already had it. So, but anyway, very, very enjoyable. Especially now watching it again. I can literally watch this again when I have children. I will definitely show them to my children, and I will cherish that VHS. All right, now I'm done. I need to get one of those with a whole bunch of plants. And like, I'm gonna do that in my yard. Watch.
You know what? Seas Superior did it, so all bets are off. I mean, like everybody has an intro. I was thinking about you ever like drove and then you ran into where a train is going like a whole locomotive is just riding. You're just waiting there forever and ever and ever. You ever did that? Yeah. Okay. So I was thinking about recording that and using that as James's intro. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk about Consulting the Consultant. This was one. Hey, if you ask me what's your favorite Disney movie, this is not it. But it is so up there. It's always in the conversation. It's always in the argument. And I'm so glad what you mentioned earlier was about Jafar, because Jafar is one of, if not the best, you can name a few of them, but Jafar is one of the best Disney villains of all time. And I will tell you, I actually like the live action version. Minority here. I actually like the live action version of Aladdin. My biggest problem with the live action version of Aladdin was actually Jafar. I thought the actor wasn't bad, but he did not have that Jafar feeling to me. It changed a few things about him. It just did not work with me as well. What made
he looked like French Montana. I'm sorry, no.
He didn't look tall and dark and a little bit intimidating, even though he's not really, because he's skinny and stuff like that. My biggest problem with that is the fact that the movie was decent. I think Jasmine did a good job. I thought Prince Ali or Aladdin did a good job. I thought the music was pretty good, even though they were missing Jafar's song in it. And I was a little upset about that because I like Jafar's song in this movie. But it was an okay movie, and I'm gone from the animated one to the live action one. But let me wrap it up. The movie was fine. I thought Will Smith did a great job as Genie and did Robin Williams justice. But, at the end of the day, Genie is Robin Williams. He left for the second movie, the sequel that you were talking about, and then he came back for the third one. Now, I didn't like the third one as much as I liked the first two. I thought the second one was actually a good sequel to the first one.
Yeah, the third one was trash. I mean, and mind you, even the show, because like the movie got so big that they ended up making.
They did make a show.
But the thing about it is that you could tell the animation was the same, but you could tell that it wasn't Robin Williams.
It wasn't Robin. It was the same person who did the second one.
Yeah, it was a little lackluster. Like I think it only went 3 seasons, and then that was it.
It might have went 4. It did better. I think of all the Disney shows from movies, I think it did the best one because I think it lasted a little bit longer. They even had a crossover where Hercules, when Hercules came out with the show.
Yeah.
So it didn't do bad, but I mean this movie. The music I thought was on point from the beginning to the end. I thought the villain was on point, the hero was on point, the female protagonist was on point. Everybody played their Sultan. You did a good job. You talked about. Now I can't get with you with Raja. Raja was pointless to me, but I thought the movie
was fire. Raja was fire.
Even I don't remember the character's name, but the head security guy who used to always see Aladdin called Street Rat, I thought was very good too. I liked everybody's part in the movie. It told a story. It flowed well. This is why Disney's so beloved. This is why Disney is so memorable to a lot of people's childhood. Let's read up some of these comments. This movie's played out. Season period, so it's Queen to recast it. The show is better than the third movie. That's true. And the little... Okay, she's teetering that line. Teetering that line. Don't insult The Little Mermaid, arguably one of the best Disney movies of all time. Arguably, I like this better than Aladdin. I mean, I like Little Mermaid better than Aladdin, but
Nah.
Aladdin is I like Little Mermaid. I love Little Mermaid.
I feel like Little Mermaid has one fire song, and this movie has at least 4.
What fire song did Little Mermaid have?
The Sebastian song, the Kiss the
Under
Girl.
the Sea.
Yeah, that's it.
And Kiss the Girl. You said Kiss the Girl. You didn't say Under the Sea.
Oh, word. Oh, yeah, those two. Yeah, all right. Under the Sea and Kiss the Girl. I give you that.
Under the Sea, Kiss the Girl. Apparently, he's in the 5th dimension. Under the Sea, Kiss the Girl. I liked Part of Your World. I thought Part of Your World was fire. Don't get me wrong. I love the songs in Aladdin. You're probably right. They probably had more good songs than Aladdin. I even like the Peabo Bryson rendition of A Whole New World. I mean, I think I put that in the intro. And I still play this to this day. It's one of my favorite romantic songs. Great song. So don't take anything away from Aladdin. But I'll tell you this, I liked it better than the Beauty and the Beast. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Find out what we're going to review the second half of this particular. Well, I'm sorry, say it again.
You know, Beauty and the Beast has some fire songs too.
No, they had like 2 or 3.
Like, all right, wait, Gaston, and then Beauty and the Beast, and Something There, and yeah, I think that's it. All right, because Gaston is fire. That's a fire song. It is. No one's slick as Gaston. No one's quick as Gaston. No one's next as incredibly thick as Gaston. That shit is ill. I'm telling you. That's one.
I like the song, but music wise, I think Aladdin beats it. I definitely do.
Listen, ain't nothing like Friend Like Me. The only thing, in my opinion, I think the only song that's close enough to Friend Like Me is Can't Wait to Be King, Lion King.
That's not an overrated song, but speaking of Lion King, we'll talk about that in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, find out what we're reviewing immediately after this episode, and find out the 2 movies we're going to review next week on Popular Review Entertainment. UPRE is going on hiatus until next Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know what the TV portion is doing, but I know I'll be on vacation. But find out what we're reviewing next week as well as immediately after. Stay with us. You're watching Unpopular Review. Oh, it's 3 commercials.
The Hoods from the Woods are back.
Yo, check it out.
The motion picture event of the summer. The summer of 1125 AD.
That's him.
Robin Hood.
Good evening.
Why should the people listen to you?
Because, unlike some other Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent.
Run away and never return.
It's a legendary tale filled with excitement, plus dozens of wonderful new characters.
Why do I always have to save you?
And featuring original music and song.
In 1883, Tiny Mission College hosted its first homecoming weekend. It was distinguished by innocence, revelry, and good fellowship. Now, a century later, Mission prepares to welcome another homecoming. Wake up!
Just give me one reason why not.
You're so small, I'd probably break you in 2.
School days.
Back, Unpopular Review. Zach Consultant here, Prince Ali, and immediately after this episode, we are going to talk about Robin Hood Men in Tights. My pick, and unfortunately, when it's my pick, all my hosts leave me, but that's fine. I'll keep in mind, and I do say get back as a mother. But Robin Hood Men in Tights, that's good. Immediately after this, so stay tuned. That's fine. Everybody can go. There I go. Can do this. I show myself. Aladdin, and we're about to get in some final thoughts here. Let me catch up with some of these comments right here. LMAO, Robin Hood is sexy. Wait till you see me saw. But let's go ahead and talk about final thoughts. Prince Ali, take it away.
Prince Ali, handsome as he, Ali Ababa, genuflect, show some respect down on one knee. Okay, like I said before, man, this is one of the best. This is one of the best movies. Just even if you just watch it for the music. Friend Like Me, just watching that whole video brings me goosebumps. And here's the other thing: those of you that are old enough, one of the best Disney Genesis games was Aladdin. This movie became even more fire when the Sega Genesis game came out for Aladdin. Do you know how fun and hard that game was? And the animation in that game and the throwing of the apples and the sword and all of that. The game was just amazing. And this movie just made everything great. The music in the game was amazing. The music in the movie was amazing. And it aged very well. What's it been? 25 years? Maybe more? I think.
21, 20, 28.
Yeah, 28 years since Aladdin came out. And mind you, it's amazing, man. Like, look, it's on Broadway, still running strong. And it's been on Broadway probably for 10 years now, because I went to see it a very long time ago. Yeah. And mind you, I even like that. I'm not gonna be honest. I like the Broadway genie better than Will Smith. Not to say that Will Smith was a bad genie, but Broadway was it was different. But at the same time, like, you don't put high expectations on Broadway. Therefore, it is what it is. But bottom line is, thumbs up. This movie's awesome, and I'll probably watch it again tomorrow.
All right, so this movie actually was really good, very awesome. I enjoyed it. I used to go to bed watching this every single night. I'm glad I watched it again today. I try to watch it once every year or so because it is that good, and I can always watch it. One of the best. So you asked me my question about whether it gets a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It gets a thumbs up for me. Hey, you know what? I want to highlight a comment before we go and get ready for the next show. But this right here. Oh, no, not that comment. That was a little stupid comment too. Here it is. Where's the host at? I like him. He's good. Well, if you direct yourself up to the time for this movie, for this episode, it was 17 minutes and 45 seconds. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of Unpopular Review, Aladdin Edition. Prince Ali, executive consultant. We will see you for a great movie in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Thank you. Have a good one.